No, tomorrow.
A wisdom tooth or a regular?
A regular tooth. The wisdom teeth went out when I was in college. But the dynamic duo over here, about 20, at least 20 years ago, number 19, he told me he had a number. Number 19 needed a root canal. And back then when I was working, I used to go on Saturday mornings. I was the person, he cleared the rest of the appointments so he could do my root canal. So, all right, did the root canal, and then the one behind it needed a root canal. And then the first one had some kind of problem, so they had to send me to a specialist who went under my crown, fixed it up, whatever. Okay, so it was okay. And then about 2 or 3 years ago, I had an infection under the crown again. So I went back to this guy. Well, his partner worked on me. And I don't know if he drilled through the crown. Whatever he did, cleaned up the infection. I went to Chicago to see Leslie for Thanksgiving, bit into a bagel, and the crown came off. So I called him up, and he said, well, you can go to Walgreens and get cement and glue it back on, or if you need help, I have a buddy in Chicago, he'll help you. So I glued it back on myself. You know, I'm an artist. I know how to do these things.
Right.
All right. So I glued the thing back on. So I got home and said, all right, now you need, because they were trying to save the tooth.
Right.
All right, now I need a new crown. No new crown. Another $2,000. All right. So then 2 years ago, it got infected again, but really bad. They showed me the x-ray. They said, you have to have it out. You have to have it out now.
All right.
He walked me down to the guy who does the extractions, practically took me by my hand, and the next thing I knew, the thing was out.
Yeah.
So now I have an implant where that had been, and it's uncomfortable. I'm unhappy. I complain. He said, it's not the implant. So they took more x-rays. It's one behind it. Now that one has to come out. And now I have a pain on this side. Yeah, he's right. So when I go, when I go tomorrow to have the one taken out, I'm going to make an appointment for him to look at this, because we have to look at it before we can do anything about it. We can't just, let's just take that one out too.
Oh, I know. When I had a wisdom tooth that instead of coming in this way, it was coming in this
Oh,
side.
yeah, everybody's comes in.
And they didn't want to do, longest one, they didn't want to, they don't do it. They finally said, we got to take it out. And the guy says, I got to take out the tooth next to it because there's no way I can get to, this was years ago.
Yeah.
So you took both out. I have so many missing teeth. I have teeth that never came in. And
well, my father had an impacted wisdom tooth that Dr. Paul Whitkin took out.
Yeah.
And
I didn't realize he was a former member. Right? I know the name.
Yeah, all right. So, but my father was traveling a lot for his job back then, and he didn't rinse carefully or properly, or whatever, and he got a bad infection, and and down and under and up the other side, and he ended up in the hospital for 3 weeks.
My God.
He was lucky he was alive. The person has many medical mishaps.
Nothing bothers me. First, my dentist retired. I was young, but he was a little younger than me. I don't know, it's like all of a sudden he retired. And I had appointments, and he stopped practicing, retired. But I had to go into a periodontist, and I had him, he never did anything, but he would take x-rays, and then he really retired. And I don't have anything.
Well, a lot of the doctors and dentists retired after COVID. They're just they'd had it. Hold on.
Well, my regular doctor, he was, during COVID, he was doing, remote, and then he just stopped. At this point, I am not using any doctor, dentist, or whatever, foot doctor that I originally did. They've all retired.
Oh, yeah. No. Well, I saw the writing on the wall.
Yeah.
At some point, I could see my dentist was getting older.
No, but my regular dentist, he was younger. He was probably 10 years younger than me. He had kids my age, both my kids' age, but he was younger than me. My periodontist, he was my age or even a little older. I had 2 offices. We gave up the one in Plainview. We had one over on East. I was going to go. I don't know if he's retired. I'm not going to go schlep out.
My favorite was my gyno.
Linda's on a 4th already.
Well, he's been my doctor since the 1990s, late 1990s. And I know he's a couple years older than I am. But about 10 years ago, I started saying, so, doctor, any thoughts about retirement? And he's like, no, I don't want to retire. So, and from time to time, I'd say, so, what are you thinking about retirement? He's like, no, I want to keep working. He cut back his hours. He's like adjusting his schedule because he comes. I see him in Midtown. He comes from Westchester, so he goes to Grand Central, and his office is right there. So a couple of years ago, I went to see him, and he starts fake crying. And what's wrong? My gyno retired. I knew what he meant. His PCP retired. He had to find a new PCP. He said the guy's like half my age. He gave me all these referrals. He used to be getting a prize from the insurance company for sending me all these.
They didn't come in.
I don't know. No, they're inside, but they. Why isn't the door open? Oh. No. All right.
You need the interior.
All right, there it is.
Exterior.
There it goes. I don't know.
Now, Linda, my college that was in Plainview. He actually used to show up at Minyan tidings when he was saying cottage. It was very funny. We realized who it was. And then he moves. I don't know. Hi guys, I don't know what happened. But they moved to Mineola, and then he stopped. There was another guy, and there's another guy retired. Now, the third guy or the fourth guy is now back in the office where tidings was in Mineola.
Well, a lot of them quit because the malpractice insurance is so expensive.
Well, I think that's what my regular guy, he wastes up. Hey, oh, it's 8 o'clock. Just give me a minute to see who's on.
7:59 on this clock. How accurate is this clock? Is this long, fast, or slow?
I'm getting the wrong thing. That's a little fast. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Benji's on. Oh, okay. I'm glad I'm doing it. Hi, Benji. Bridget and Jack also. Norman, Bob, Steve, but especially Benji. Obsidian's not here. But I did see Hazelnut the dog.
Royal Father Obsidian.
And she'll be visiting me on Friday for a while. Okay, we're on page 120. Ashrei, Ashrei Beitecha, Or Hosel. Ashrei, I'm Shokolo, Ashrei, I'm Shokolo. Ela Saranai Arbefi, Berebo Basarashin, Kucholi Lumbe. Anachim never Yami, Akabalam Halloween. Middle 121, please rise and pray. Yiskadal, Yiskadash, May Rabo. Yama Divakur, Saviam, Maka, Savakaiton, Yamakon, Kaiko, Basis Rail. I'll go with my Caribbean Romania, May Rabo, Barak, This brought this about this August from this and Savus, the Davis, the latest solution, made it could show for Elam Kobo Costa, Shirosa, Tisha Costa, and Hamoso, Damiran, be all more be in You meet at 122B, please log along with me through the Kedusha on 123, then continue individually to 130. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei Avosseinu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Hail Hagadol, Yibuhan Hora, El Elyon, Momel Chesed Tovim, Ochanei Yaakov, Zocher Chesed Yigoel, Nevi'en, Man Shemov Yaakov, Melech Hosea, Bokei Rishim Mogen, Baruch atah Adonai, Mogen Abraham, Elohei Sarah, Atol Gibor, Yolam Adonai, Mechayim Eitim, Mecharav, Oshia, Mechalcha Chayim Chesed, Mechayim Eisim, Rabim, so many Rochel, in Materis, me from local algebra, we don't belong. Not like my best for higher station. Never. Rochas by the north, the high Hames in 123. Negation Koval, Kakasu Shara, Moral Kakasu, Ordinary Corazet, Ozevia Kadosh, and I says, oh, smell of the earth. Myself, Baruch Meiro. Baruch Baranai bin Kamal, the great Hachak, I speak like more. You walk on the Lama, I have to see on the door, You walk on the Lama, I see on the door, holiday. The door, the door, I need the leopard, the shadow person, all him, play, love you, virtually alone, he, El Mel with the door, the Kadosh, tough, Baruch Baranai, and individually, 134, please rise to pray. Yisrael, Yisrael, Shemay Rabba. Yom Adivar Kurusevi, Yom Malchus, Epachayakam, Yom Chon, Kaida, Chofesh Yisrael, Vadol is mine for him, Yom Amen. Yeshmay Rabba, Mabarak, Le'olam. Yisbrak, Yistabak, Yisrael, Yisraman, Yisrael, 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 Shmei, Yisrael, Yisrael, Kol, V'chasach, Shiras, Yisrael, Nechamasa, Namiran, B'Alma, B'Imra, B'Yisrael, V'Kon, Kadol, Yisrael, Kadol, V'Kon, Yisrael, Amen. Yeshlam Rabba, Yisrael, V'Chaim, Aleinu, V'Yakol, Yisrael, Amen. Say shalom b'Ramahu, Yaseh shalom. Aleinu v'Yakol Yisrael v'Yimra. Amen. Remain standing for lane. Aleinu v'Shavei Akladam v'Hakol. Aseh Yisrael v'Yamseh Bereshis. Shalom Asanu v'Noyei Haratzot. Lelo Samayim v'Mishpat Adama. Shalom Sam v'Alkeinu Kahem. V'Gala Raleinu v'Kol Hamonam. Banak Yikorim v'Shacharim. Lifnei Melech Malkei Hamokim HaKadosh Baruch Hu V'Yodei Shamayim. Yes.
So I thank you all for coming tonight to our 79 block session.
Morning Scottish Women, 136. 136. Those in mourning, those with a yard side, or anyone else who can join in with me. Again, 136. Yiskadal, Yiskadash, Shemay Rabbo.
Amen.
We all know it, I'm ready to receive, I'm to say. V'chayechon, Yomechon, Chayli, Beis Yisrael. Ma'adola is man Karim v'yamru, Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabban U'Torach Li'olam, Amen, Amen. Yisbarach, Yistabach, Yisba'ar, Yisraman, Yisnaseh. Yisadar, Yisaleh, Yisalom. Shmei Dikidashah, Red Ru. Elam and Kol Berchasa Vishiras. Tush Bechasa V'Nechemasa. Damiran Mi Alma V'Imru Amen. Yehi Shlomo Rabba Min Shemaya. Achayim Aleinu V'Yakol Yisrael V'Imru Amen. I'll say Shalom B'Mrama. I'll say Shalom. Aleinu V'Yakol Yisrael V'Imru Amen. That concludes our Minyan Service. We're beginning Myra on 137 momentarily, if not sooner. And again, I want to remind anyone on the live stream, if you have a Bishop Baruch and Omali, please put in the comments. We'll do that in a little while. Again, please rise if you're able. Mahura, whom you pay, O Yeshua, I Adonai Hoshea, Amelech Yanenu B'Yom Karein. Baruch Hu es Adonai Hambarach. Baruch Adonai Hambarach Li'olam V'ed. You may be seated.
Is it game tonight?
Okay, no. I can't compete with that, that's for sure. The half to be metal away by Moshe 138 to Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Elohim, Adonai Echad. You shall love and know your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your might. And these words which I command you this day shall make them heart. Teach them diligently to your children, and recite them in all the way night and day. Bind them as a sign upon your hand and as a reminder above your eye. Inscribe them upon the doorposts of your homes and upon the gates. The rest of 138 and the first paragraph from 139 individually.
people.
Adonai Elohechem Emet Emunasotito. Malchusha return Kiblo and Moshe B'nai Israel L'Chahan Shua Simpara Babi Yisrael Mi Kamocha V'Elim Adonai Mi Kamocha Adonai Kodesh Nara Tila Dosei Vela Malchusha return okay Emlef name Moshe Ze'elino V'Yivro Adonai Yimlo V'Yolam V'Nei Amar Kibzak Adonai Shakal V'Leinu Mizak Mimenu Brokat Adonai Da'al Yisrael. How for 140 together in English? Help us, Adonai, and lie down in peace, and make us again sovereign delight. Spread over us a shelter of peace. Guide us with your good counsel. Save us because of your mercy. Shield us from enemies and pestilence, from celebration, strife, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us from shelter wings of love. Watch over us and deliver us, a gracious and merciful ruler. God, our comings and our going, grant us life and peace now and always. Praise thee, you Adonai, eternal guardian of your people Israel. Ushmos is Hanamachayim Shalom Eas Olam Brachas Adonai Shomer Mo Yisrael. The rest of 140 and the first two paragraphs of 141 with the children. Malchus Laki Lilam Atim Lok Bikabot, in Lorem Malkal Atap Rochat Fadanoy, Hamelk Bikabot, Middle Ed, Yalko Masa, middle 141, please rise and pray. Just get all these to that Shemek. Yama Divakir Save, Yama Save, Kayakon, Yama Kon Kayakon, Israel, Magol is on Caribbean, Romania, Heshme, Rabba, Mubarak, Yama. His Rakis the Bakis values from on business service, the Davos, the Labor Solution, made a good shop. Elam Kobo Kosa, Shirosa, Damiran be all more the Imru. The immediate individually 142 A or B to 148. Just another reminder, if anyone on the live stream has a mission bearer from El Mali, please put in the comments. We'll be doing that very shortly. 149, please rise to Shrebo. Yisrael, Yisrael, Shemay Rabba.
Amen.
Yalma Divra Kivasay, Yalma Konsay, Chayakon, Yalma Kon, Chayakon, Israel. Magol is one Caribbean Romaine, Yehesh May Rabba, Mubarak, Amen. His practice to Bakis for obvious reminders to save us, that I was the latest alleged made for the Shabbat. Elam called because the Shirasa teach because in the Hamoso, that we run the Almighty Romaine. This will come for Israel, the Dom will come. Give Shemai Vim Romain, Yeheshon Rabban, and Shemai, the Chaim Elena Vialko Israel Vim Romain, Asa Shalom Vim Romain, Yasa Shalom, Elena Vialko Israel Vim Romain. Okay, I will now do the mission barracks. Those are ill. If anybody here, in person or online, has a name that's not on our list, I don't see any people comments, and I pause to say the names. Me Shabarak, I would say, no, Abraham Yitzchak Yaakov, Sarah Rachel Valeh. Who you berekito as a cholim, Zabakol Versaleh, that's what the covered enough of the Shelly and the Kaiman and so on hospital. You're not under Rabbi Krani, you're not there's a Bracha Shabbat of Chaki, you're a bit late, you're going into bit Miriam. Stephen has the Zevis, you're Shem ben Moshe Behenna, Shem ben Thomas Varieta, and you're Malka, Yaakov Halevi, Bar Shasna, Kay, or Hassasra, and Yaakov Kava. You're Rabbi Yosef Yaakov, Peri ben Chanachan, Levi Kittel. Malcolm but Miriam, Khan but Hadassah, Chai but Fredo, Teresa Connolly, Malcolm Khan Halevi B'Chaim, Yehuda Rivka Babela, Yaakov but Yehuda, Chai but Gail ben Abigail, Scott Orphan, Elke Esther but Leah Pearl, Natan but Chaim, Tara but Fruma, Maya ben Melech, Rivka Babela, Chani Alba, Rivka, David Itali but Rivka, Yaakov ben Sovi, Devin Chadis, Lon Myers, Lon Scott, Dylan Klein, Tyson Fredo, but Kama, Avram Yisco ben Zeitel, Sarah Rachel ben Malta, Elihu ben Dov, Leah ben Zerah, Chaim Pinkas ben Dina Miriam, Moshe Avram ben Rushka, Trina Mez Kavis, Karen Malish, From Sarah Baganando, Razel Lila, Basara Hamalea, Kalpagola, Ruben Nozman Zalman, Razel Jenny, Monica Lopez, Sviven Baruch Basara, Yaakov Ben Yitzchak, Shlomo Tzvi Miriam Ben Asher, Barbara Shalit, Ruben Devor, Razel Baliba, Zev Ben Rashka, Yisrael Ben Sidari, Yosef Yaakov Ben Eshena Ben Abraham, Pesach Ruben Ben Etochaya, Sivia Liba Ben Fega, Bobby Kelly, Yeshev Ben Chayamalka, Hadassah Ben Pesha Nachama, Yezel Ben Reina, Avram Ben Rachel Ben Leah, Cherna, Yehudi Inta Ben Leah, Esther Leah, Moshe Chaim Ben Rachel, Aharon Ben Rivka Ben Shlomo, Shlomo Ben Matel, Baruch Shalom Ben Devorah, Esther Michal, Pinchas Aaron, Yisrael Ben Ephraim, Chai Rasha Ben Malka, Ruben Ben Moshe Ben Kohen, Eschel Ben Simcha, Vega Rezel Ben Devorah, Moshe Chaim Ben Rivka, Batya, Batsura, Masha, Simcha, Bechana, Mordechai. Call Kalim Kadash, Resh, Rachu, Lim, Rachaman, Lam, is not the Bush Slavim in Shemash, Before Nefesh, Before Tagu, Batal Shalor, Atal Khala Yisrael, Holiday, Slav, Batzam, Shemar, Osman, Karem, and Amar, Amen. May God bless our ancestors, Abram, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. When blessing all those we mentioned, all those injured in Israel, all the IDF soldiers, all the hostages are recovering, and all those who suffer illness without a congregational family in the world in general. May the Holy One be mercifully restore them to health and vigor, grant them physical and spiritual well-being. May all those who are ill and strengthen those who tend to them. We hope and pray that healing is at hand, and let us say Amen. I don't see any questions from Molly, so please turn to page 75. It is rising for able to press to the prayer for our country, following the prayer for the state of Israel. Our God and God of our ancestors, we ask your blessings for our country, for its government, for its leaders and advisors, for all who exercise justice and right will authority. Teach them to say from your Torah, that they may administer all affairs of state fairly, and peace and security, happiness and prosperity, justice and freedom, and forever abide in our midst. Creator of all flesh, bless all the inhabitants of our country with your spirit. May the citizens of all races and creeds form a common bond in true harmony, to banish hatred and bigotry, and to safeguard the ideals of free institutions and the pride and glory of our country. May this land under your providence be an influence for good throughout the world, uniting all people in peace and freedom, helping them to fulfill the vision of your prophet. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall there be war anymore. And let us say, Amen. Pray for the state of Israel. Avinu Shabbat Shemayim, Rock and Redeemer of the people of Israel. Bless the state of Israel with his promise of redemption. Shield it with your love, spread over it the shelter of your peace. Guide the leaders and advisors with your light and your truth. Help them with your good counsel. Strengthen the hands of those that defend our holy land. Deliver them, crown their efforts with triumph. Bless this land with peace and its inhabitants with lasting joy. And let us say Amen. Am Yisrael Kai. Please turn to either 83 or 150 or 1. Aleinu Yisrael Chazon Aseis Kedula Yotzeh Reshit Shelo Zon Mikvei Rosa Asomani Kamishkos Adama Shelo Zon Chelkeinu Kahem Vegam Raya V'Gedol V'Anach Yudorim V'Shatavim V'Loti Lifnei Melech Malkei Amlokim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Shonatei Shamayim V'Yosei Moreh. V'Nemar V'Haya Adonai L'Melech HaPoretz V'Yom Hahu V'Yom Hahu Yeh Adonai Echad U'Shemo 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 Echad. On today, the 18th of Sivan, corresponding to Wednesday, June 3rd, we commemorate the birthdays of Beatrice Gutman, Erwin Jaffe, Ida Kleiman Kleiner, Leo Koenig, Harold Moskowitz, Philip Pepper, Arthur Pincus, Louis Wasserman, Irving Zuckerman. May their memories all be for a blessing. And our thoughts are also with the family of Larry Leventhal, who we lost this last week. One is Kaddish, page 84. Yiskadal, Yiskadash, Shemei Rabo.
Amen.
V'amor divrei Tursei, v'amor ha'nasei. Chayachon, Yonachon, Chayachon, Beish Yisrael. V'agol Izman, Karim, v'yimru, Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba, Mevorach, L'olam, Amei Amai. Yisparach, Yisavach, Yisva'av, Yisraman, Yisnaseh. Yisadar, Yisalev, Yisalov. Shmei Kedusha, B'Richu, Elam, and B'Chosa, V'Shivasa. B'Chosa, V'Nefemosa, Rami, Omo, V'Imru, Amen. Yehi Shlomo Rabba, Min Shemaya, V'Chayim, Aleinu, V'Yalkol Yisrael, V'Imru, Amen. Oseh Shalom, V'Ramah, V'Yaseh Shalom, Aleinu, V'Yalkol Yisrael, V'Imru, Amen. That concludes the service. Few announcements. I will say that tikva. First, thanks everybody for joining us. Services tomorrow morning will be live stream only 7:30 a.m. Tomorrow evening, 8 p.m. we'll be back here in person and live stream, so please try to come. If you can't be, at least online. Thursday morning we'll be in person 7:30 a.m. and live streams Thursday night again in person live stream 8 o'clock. Friday morning live stream only. Friday evening 6 o'clock. Please try to come. We really want to make it for our Shabbat service, and we sometimes make it, and more often than not we're just teetering at the brink. Saturday morning, 9 o'clock, we have a bat mitzvah, and Saturday night, 99, it's 8:30, live stream only. Sunday, 9 o'clock, our service. Men's Club is running a trip to the TWA Hotel at the airport. As of the last time I heard, there was still a few open slots, so if anybody wants to do that. And there's no real charge for that, except, you got to pay to get to the airport and all that. They're going on the railroad and then the, what?
Free breakfast.
Free breakfast, and air train. I think that's it, so please rise for Hatikva. Sophia. Oh, Tikvatenu, Atikva Shalom, Leo Takashi, Eyatenu, Eresion, Yerushalayim, Leo Takashi, Eyatenu, Eresion, Yerushalayim. To get you home in time, you can take a nap before the Met game. Right, Barbara?
Right. I should make it too.
You don't have to wait for the Star Spangled Banner.
That's right.
That we don't do. Okay, only when we have an event. No, the sister does it. I always used to kid Cantor Wolf whenever we had something, they had him sing, Star Spangled Banner and had to fight. He said, you're singing for your supper.
Alan, I just wanted to tell you, I'm doing my mitzvah presentation.
Oh, okay, good, thank you.
I know it's grandma. I did the older sister.
Say again?
I did the older sister, yes.
Okay. Oh, okay, right. And there's a younger brother?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know the family. I know that the mother died.
Died before the first one.